I'm back at it again. I'm going to make this quick. Breaking news on the Central Park Karen. I'm going to let the news report talks about this, and we'll come back and talk about this ourselves, okay? Just give me a moment.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Please tell them whatever you like.
The confrontation between Amy Cooper and Christian Cooper in Central Park. Mr. Cooper recording with his iPhone after asking the woman to put her dog on a leash in a bird-watching sanctuary.
At some point, she decided that, I'm going to play the race card, I guess.
Today, prosecutors revealed Miss Cooper made a second 911 call claiming he tried to assault her and formally charged her in an arraignment held virtually with a criminal misdemeanor for falsely reporting an incident to police. In court, prosecutors...
All right, so I'm going to stop right here. So not only did she call the police on this black man for something stupid, all because he told her to get the dog, because the dog was barking. I guess a black man telling a white woman what to do is a heinous crime. But you can tell us what to do and we can't really say anything about it. And what did she call the police and told them that... claimed that he tried to assault her?
With a criminal misdemeanor for falsely reporting an incident to police.
So she got a criminal misdemeanor for falsely reporting the incident to the police. A criminal misdemeanor. Yet, historically, Karens oftentimes lead to the death of a black man, let alone in jail. The whole Emmett Till situation was a Karen situation. Come to find out she lied, and that boy got beat down to a point where you couldn't even recognize him. The whole incident with the Tulsa, Oklahoma burning, Karen. Girl claimed that the guy assaulted her physically. What do we do in a situation like that? Is our word versus theirs? Who gonna listen to us? Thank God for phones. Because if it wasn't for video phones, who would they believe if she called the police and said he assaulted me? The same park, 5 people got arrested and terrorized by police officers, and coerced into a confession, thinking that they were going to go home if they admitted. Young boys who don't know nothing much but having fun and going to Kennedy Fried Chicken and eating some food and hanging out with their girlfriends, having a little fun in Central Park. I know some of them personally, and one of them told me, sometimes I don't even want to go to the park, Rob, man, because, it's just too much trauma. Yeah, they got paid. Don't get me wrong. They got paid. Trump lynched them in public and still to this day refused to apologize. This stuff happened too much to be doing a criminal misdemeanor. A freaking criminal misdemeanor. Are you kidding me? Michael Vick cousin. Michael Vick buys a house for a few of his family members that he loved. He purchased the land. He purchased the house. He pays the taxes on it. They opened up a kennel where they're going to raise pit bulls and all that kind of stuff and sell them. The cousin decides to fight him. Guess who goes to jail? Not the cousin, Michael Vick. So we go to jail for some of the smallest, craziest stuff, and a lot of we ain't had nothing to do with it. I myself. That's why I hate the crime bill, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like Joe Biden personally, because I myself in Petersburg, Virginia, standing on the corner, coming out of the grocery store, and drinking my Hawaiian Punch pineapple flavor with my boy Kurt. Police comes in and do what they call a sweep. They sweep the whole entire area, throw everybody on the ground, and start violating their rights, searching them because they figure we don't know our rights, and we didn't. They know we didn't have access to an attorney because we ain't had the money. One person gets arrested for drugs, and they take us all down behind it, claiming that we all were down with this one person. And they try to give us the same charges as this one person. Also, they can stack up the prisons, overpopulate them, stick the extras into a private prison, and offer free labor to corporations as a result of it. Yet she gets a criminal misdemeanor slap on the wrist.
And to police. In court, prosecutors say Ms. Cooper admitted to police under questioning that at no time did the man, later identified as Christian Cooper, try to assault her.
So she lied to terrorize this black man. She intentionally terrorized this black man by lying on him.
Prosecutors adding that using the police to make false claims was both racially offensive and designed to intimidate.
Was it racially offensive and designed to intimidate? No, it wasn't just racially offensive. It's just flat out racist. Of course it's designed to intimidate. It's always been designed to intimidate. But this is what racists do. This lady is a racist. She is a bigot. She ain't smart enough to be a white supremacist. White supremacy is a code. She don't play that code. She thinks she's in that code. You're not in that code, girl. She's just a bigot. You can be all three, but all three have different meanings.
Being threatened by a man in the ramble. Please send the cops.
Back in May, she apologized.
Now, she said that I'm being threatened by a man in the ramble. Thank God that brother had his phone. Thank God his bills were paid. Because had he not had that phone, the cops would have hopped on him and jumped on him and probably would have did something horrible to him. We ain't gonna take this no more, man. You numbed up politicians. You want to use us to get you in the office, but you don't want to pass laws to criminalize police officers or criminalize stuff like this.
It's unacceptable.
Today, Cooper did not enter a plea. Prosecutors say they're devising a program to have her take responsibility for her actions, but also educate her.
You hear that, guys? Prosecutors say she didn't enter a plea. Her attorney probably told you don't plead anything. They're gonna develop a program just for you. You're going to be this figurehead of this program. You're going to spearhead this program. You're going to be a poster child of this program because we don't want you in jail. You shouldn't go to jail for that. We're going to develop a program for people like you so you can be possibly a little racially, understanding. Let's see.
Today, Christian Cooper called the case a distraction, saying his focus continues to be on fixing policing and addressing systemic racism. Meanwhile, Amy Cooper's case continues in court next month. Ron Allen, NBC News, New York.
Hey, NBC News.
Now, ain't this about a blip? They're going to develop a program just for her. Now, look, I'm about to get on. I'm about to get on my high horse right here because Mayor De Blasio, we got a Democratic mayor, ran for president, sucked, was one of the first ones to drop out. He has a black wife. I heard she go both ways. Maybe he into that relationship. I mean, whatever floats your boat. It's not my problem. But his wife is black. His children are biracial. His children are biracial. They so biracial that they look black. Son got an afro. A big afro. And he's not using the bully pulpit, his platform as mayor, to come up with some strict, hard laws to deal with over-policing, police brutality, and Karens calling the cops on black for dumb reasons. What they just did was enable them to let them know that, all right, we're going to develop a program. So if you do that stupid stuff, that's okay. Just go to this program. No, they need to be in jail. They need to be prosecuted. They need to do time. There need to be a message sent to people like that if you do this, you better think about it because you're going to jail. And if anything, there's a 3-strike program for, it should be that. First time, 90 days. Second time, 6 months. Third time, 1 year. And if you do it after the third time, you're going to start stacking up 5, 10-year charges. It should be a criminal offense. This should not be a slap on the wrist. You get the 10-hour keep program. Call a black man the N-word. Say a black man is about trying to rape you or attacking you or stealing your money or whatever. Or he broke in a house or something like that. Say that. We'll come down there. We'll probably rough him up, beat him up, throw him in the car. We may kill him. We may not kill him. Who knows? Depending on what time of day it is and depending on what kind of mood I'm in. And all you have to do is go to a program and you'll be out. No time, no problem. This is some mess. De Blasio, you need to get yourself in gear. See, this is what's going to cause me. This is why nobody was into you for us being president. Man, you better take your tall, lanky behind to the front of that Gracie mansion, get in that podium, and say this is a sham. This is a shame. She should not be in no freaking program. You should not be developing a program for her and people like her. She should not be the poster child. She need to be in prison with stripes. They don't do stripes no more. With an orange, she need to be in an orange jumpsuit. Sending a message to anybody who just think they can call and lie on a black person for no reason, or any person for no reason, not just black, but it just happened to be we disproportionately get it the most. Anytime you pick up the phone and lie about somebody committing a crime, especially attacking you, and it's not true, your butt need to go in jail. But no, pump politicians. And I keep telling you, while they playing cops and robbers, good cop, bad cop, they trying to put you in jail. And you may be more happier with the bad cop. At the end of the day, he's still trying to throw you in the same jail cell. He's just being sneaky and sly with it. I'll give you some coffee. I'll let you smoke one of my cigarettes. Are you hungry? You know, something to eat? Because we're going to be here a long night. You know what you want. We're going to be here till we get a confession out your behind. And if my nice ways don't get it done, I'm taking you back to the black cop. That's all they doing. That's all they doing. Tell you what, I keep my phone with me. I just got another phone just for video recording. And you're going to start seeing me getting in the face of these politicians, including de Blasio. He better hope to God I don't run into him, because I'm going to get in his face too. You going to let this go, man? She could have did this to your son. She could have did this to your daughter. She could have did this to your wife. One of them could have died. Don't let your white privilege overlook the fact that you got a black wife and biracial children that look strictly black. And when I say black, both the mother and father is black. They got not half, less than half of another color in them. They're strictly black. I'm ashamed of this, man. Bill de Blasio, you need to do something, bro. I mean, you and Cuomo, y'all Democrats, I expect more from you. I don't expect nothing from Republicans. I really don't. They suck to me. I mean, but I do try to have a little hope in you guys. And every time I try to have a hope in you, you fail me. And when I see you, you go other way. Because believe me, I got my microphone and I got my phone, and I'm calling you out. Because you ought to be ashamed of yourself letting this lady into a program designed to slap the wrist of people who lie and call the police, hoping to intimidate us and put us in fear. I am your son. I am your daughter. And they are me. If it happens to me, if it happened to that brother, it can happen to them too. How would you feel to find out your son has a knee in the back of their neck? Now, I know it's going to be hard for that to happen because, you know, you up there, you know, you're the mayor of New York, biggest city in the world, you know, and they probably got their own bodyguards and stuff like that. I understand that. But you still should imagine a time when you didn't have that. And imagine that happening to your children. Would you want that to happen to your children? So why would you want that to happen to my children? For you to not get serious about this lets me think that you really don't care about black people. Oh, I'm married to a black woman, mighty fine one too, like on Martin. Don't mean jack. And Forrest's wife, the first lady, you ought to be ashamed not saying anything to your husband. If he ain't going to do it, you got a bullet pulpit. You need to have your 2 kids out there and you need to be calling this out. But no. You think the only way to get this stuff done is vote, 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 vote. Get your behind out there and start opening up your mouth and get out there and tell them they need to change this. Or if not, don't have me nowhere near you because I'm calling you out and I'm going to expose you. Should not be doing this. You should be out there fighting for your kids. Because right now, you ain't doing it.